Here we are. We're live. Happy Friday. Okay, I'm going to close this. I'm going to open this and mute that. And then we'll see which chat is faster. And then we'll watch that one. Oops. There. Night Runaway. Say hi to the people.
Is anyone actually here?
One watching now. Maybe it's us. Wait. It's Friday. Are you happy it's Friday?
That doesn't make any difference anymore.
We're in summertime mode. I'm teaching summer school. Dylan is prepping, packing, doing some recording.
Yep.
Hanging out with some cats. Boy, it's kind of weird without the music like right in my ear. I feel strange. Well, oh, there's someone watching. Yay! Well, we today are going to test Dylan's knowledge. Just kidding. We're not testing his knowledge. We're just like, what do these acronyms sound like to a non-stitcher? So, hey, what up?
A perpetrator? Peeps. That makes more sense.
Dylan already feels like an imposter on my channel. Poor Dylan. Yeah, we're going to see if you have any idea what these acronyms mean. Do you want that to go away?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You know, it's just Friday. We're stitching.
This doesn't have alcohol in it. This is a fake beer.
This does have alcohol in this. This is a real beer. Cheers. So we have to drag this out over an hour. So we have to be kind of chill. Okay, we'll get started. And I'll tell you what David called this one. It's really funny. The first acronym is FO. In terms of cross-stitch terms, what do you think FO means?
Fabric order?
That's a good one.
Oh.
I need to put in an FO. That's really good. See, that would work if people bought only fabric at once. But people buy like everything at once. People buy floss and everything. He's the designated driver of the stream, probably. Fabric order. What do you think of that, y'all? FO. That means fabric order. Here, you should type it in the chat. Type in the acronym FO. Fabric order. That's really good. That's a... See, that would make sense. I mean, it makes sense with what it actually means. Do you want to know what it actually means?
Sure.
Finished object.
Oh, okay.
Finished object, which is like you finish all the stitching. I have a bunch of them, and they're in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, what do you think FFO is?
First finished object? First thing you ever finished?
Oh, bless you. That's a good thing. It's not that. Do you want to take another guess? I like only have one of them. I guess that would be first finished object too.
I don't know. Fully finished object.
Woo! Ding, 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 ding! You got it. Fully finished.
What's the difference between finished and fully finished?
Sounds suggestive. Fully finished means that you've put it in a frame or you've
okay.
like, oh wait, I have two of them. One's in the other bathroom. Like you put it in a hoop or you make it into a pillow.
Our little Earthbound frame.
Oh, I do. I have 3.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I have fuzzy pickles. Oh. See, I'm not big enough where like I have a bunch of people watching. See, we still only have 2. Welcome, Jennifer. I never said that. Glad to see you this Friday. What's up?
I see one of the acronyms and it means something else.
Can't wait to hear what you think it is.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I can say it.
Yep. We'll say it eventually. Okay, so fully finished object, which you got. Are we going to keep track of how many you get correct?
I don't know.
Excuse me. Welcome to a Kaylee live stream where Kaylee burps a whole bunch. So, how about FFN?
Floss, fabric, and needle.
You just like have all these great ideas. All right, to start, I have FFN. Floss, fabric, needle. I mean, floss. Yeah, floss, fabric, needle. That's really good. See what? Drink. Oh yeah, I have to drink every time I burp. It actually has to do with FO and FFO.
Oh.
FFN. If you don't have a guess, you don't have to have a guess.
I don't know. Like object and then N. I can't think of like a synonym for object that starts with N.
It's not a synonym for object. Focus on the finish part.
I don't think I have any other guesses. I think the floss, fabric, and needle is the best thing I'm going to come up with.
That is a really good. That's a really good guess. It's called finish for now.
Oh, okay.
So if like watch a cross stitcher explain cross stitching to a non-cross stitcher, and the non-cross stitcher just doesn't apply to you. So this is for the people. FFN. Finish for now is if you have like a stitch along and there has been a part that's released and you finish it, it's a finish for now. And then the next part is going to be released whenever it is released. A, B, C. What did I just do? Oh, my lighting is really bad today.
Oh, always be cross-stitching.
Yes! That's really close. Ding, 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 ding. That's close enough to be true. Yeah. Always bring cross-stitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dude, y'all. He's a natural. He'll be stitching in no time. I was thinking about it today, like our stream of you trying cross-stitch for the first time. We need a better camera for it. Because, like, I can't expect you to hold the cross-stitch in front of this phone camera while
I'm trying to figure it out.
While you're trying to figure it out. So we need, like, a overhead thinger. Dude, this is really good. Always be cross-stitching. That's me. I always be cross-stitching. Okay, here's the one where when you were like, this means something else. So it's not, there's actually no inappropriate words in it. Or it's not about something inappropriate. It has to do with cross-stitching, I promise. And let me just explain. This is a hashtag that was started by Anastasia Nekodietka. She's wonderful. She lives in China. She's from Russia, but she lives in China because she got married, and she has a hairless cat. It's really cute. And she started this hashtag for her birthday.
Oh.
So she wants people to join in.
Birthday stitch meeting.
You missed the D.
Yeah, birthday.
But the hashtag is hashtag BDSM. So your guess is birthday stitch meeting?
Yeah, that's the best I can do, given the context.
Birthday stitch meeting. I guess you would really have to, like, be up with the lingo to get this one. You'd have to, like, know some cross-stitching techniques. Birthday stitch meeting. Are you just dying to know, or do you not really care?
Yeah, tell me.
It stands for Blends Don't Scare Me, or Backstitch Doesn't Scare Me.
Pretty different from what I guessed.
Yeah. It's a very punny hashtag. Blends, do you know what blends are?
Is it like that fabric you have, or the floss you have that, like, is different colors throughout the thing?
That's a good guess. No, that's called variegation. Variegated floss. Look at this, is like especially poofy today. Need to retape it. Blends are when you take one strand of one color and one strand of a different color and you stitch with them together. So in our FOP, there's lots of blends where I take one strand and I stitch with them both. That was funny. Birthday stitch meeting? I need to remember some of these, like what you said. Because David, for FFO, he jumped into one of my lives, and he was like, "For reals, finished object." Like, I wasn't sure if it was finished. My poor background, y'all.
Oh, I have a lot of yawns.
I always do.
This is my siesta hour. This is where I get sleepy during the day. I pick back up around dinner time.
Yeah, me too. I'm getting a little sleepy. 6 watching and nobody's commenting? Y'all, make my husband feel like he's doing something great. He's providing us entertainment. Welcome, hello to you watching. Hello to all of you lurkers. My fellow lurkers. The internet is scary.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. You probably know what this one is because we already tested this one on you. Sal.
I don't remember, though. I mean, I just think stitch a lot.
Stitch a lot.
But kind of like...
That's good. You said stitch and leave last time.
Stitch and leave.
It's stitch along.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. I might start one. It's when you, like, find a piece that you really want to stitch. And then you're like, hey, everyone. Hey, anyone who wants to stitch this with me. And you create a hashtag, like BDSM.
Oh.
Excuse me. And you stitch along. Sal. Hey, Ashley. You got the live. I don't know if you know this one. WIP. WIP.
Oh, work in progress.
Yay! Yeah. You've heard me say that a bunch.
Yeah.
Then WIPGO.
I thought of a really redundant one. Work in progress going on. Doesn't add anything to it at all.
Work in progress going on.
Just redundant.
I'm a work in progress going on. And this week I have 2 works in progress going on. That's really good. Work in progress going on. Yeah. It's actually... Oh, there's no way that you would have gotten this, but it's like bingo, except with WIPGO, and this person has started it to help people like make a bunch of progress on their whips and make goals or like set goals for themselves. I call follow and whip. And she, am I speaking really loudly?
I don't know.
I feel like, well, okay, it's okay. How's the music? Is the music really quiet? I don't have my headphones on, so I have no idea.
I could just.
Well, see, it's different because, like, if we adjust the volume in the audio library, then it's different. But right here is where it should be.
Oh, Jennifer says she can't hear the
Oh.
music.
LOL. How's that?
She says volume's fine.
Okay. Anyway, she calls like 2 numbers every month. And then you just stitch on the project that's on that number. I didn't do it. I don't have, first of all, I don't think I have, well, I have enough projects, or I could set like different goals. But it was like in January and I was like, oh, I have too many things going on. So it's a year-long plan. Boy, my lighting is not very good today, y'all. I'm sorry. I think I usually have my light higher. But I'm like literally putting my hand in front of the light. Okay. Work in progress going on. Okay, I think I already told you what this one is.
Yeah, I can kind of tell what it is.
Sweet wee.
Yeah, stitch what you want when you want.
Yay!
Just makes sense.
Ding 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 ding. 3 correct. Woo! Wait, 4? You got work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're almost through the acronym. Well, we're halfway through the acronyms, but I also have some terms, like some cross stitch terms and tools. Like I want to show you something and see if you know what it's for, or see if you can guess what it's for. So, BAP.
Badass pattern.
Ooh! This is a BAP. This would, yeah, that probably would apply to what it actually is too. Badass pattern. That's good, right? Yeah. Big ass project.
That's pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 of them. Too many. Badass pattern. I like that. Clapping, yeah. See? Maybe this is actually like not just entertainment, but actually educational. Like maybe we should have thought through our acronyms a little bit. Just kidding. Just kidding. What about SAF? Yeah, close. It's right. SAF.
It makes me think of, is it, what was that from? Swish and Flick? Except Stitch and Flick?
Stitch and Flick. Like the Harry Potter wand movement?
Yeah, I think it's Harry Potter.
Yeah. Swish
I didn't
and
want to say
flick.
Harry Potter and have that be wrong, but
Stitch and Flick.
Stitch and Flick or something.
Stitch and Flick. That
know
could
what
be a
you'd
needle.
flick.
That could be a needle movement. I don't know what you'd flick. Careful.
Boogers.
Boogers. Stitch and Flick boogers. Safba. Stitch and Flick. What does this actually mean? Oh yeah. Start and finish. So you start something and finish it in the same day. I think I did. No, I didn't do that with my Slytherin. My little teeny Slytherin.
I remember your Earthbound didn't take very long.
No, that was only a couple days.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell, I'm kind of more into like bigger projects. Okay. We have to carry this a long ways. Oh well. SAF. What's the next one? LNS.
Lick and Stitch. Kind of like scratch and sniff.
makes sense that you would be like trying to find Stitch in all of them. But it's just so funny.
S is just Stitch.
S is always Stitch.
C is always Cross Stitch.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I have a knot here, and I...
So not Lick and Stitch.
Not Lick and Stitch.
That cat is
What are you doing?
getting in a
Point
printer
the
box.
camera. Never mind.
It's too late.
That's what I do when I teach. Lick and Stitch. That's pretty funny. I mean, that could be something that happens because I don't know if this is like an actual thing or if I'm just like offended when people bring it up. But some people don't lick their threads to start to thread their needle. Mm-hmm. Which is like...
You could get that pink stuff that they have for like turning pages so you don't lick your fingers.
Oh.
You could use that. Maybe. Just an idea.
Well,
I hate licking my fingers. As you know from when I eat chips, I don't even want to lick the stuff off.
Well, you don't have to lick your fingers. You just lick... You don't? What do you do? Do you use a threader?
You gave away one of your glossary terms.
I did give away one of my glossary terms. So then it is just me being offended because people actually don't do it. I was like, surely everyone licks their floss. When were you taught, like, when did you learn how to cross stitch? Because I feel like when you're a little kid, people teach you just how to lick your floss because it's like you're struggling so hard with trying to thread a needle, and then your teacher's like, well, just lick it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just making up a... Yeah, I have threaders too, but I'm like, I can just do this faster. Especially if I'm doing my parking method, I'm like, I'm just gonna lick these. And eventually they get hard. The ends of the strings get hard, and then it doesn't matter.
That's your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta turn it back on or something.
I lost connection. There we go. You know, you lick it and you still can't get it. Yep, welcome to the club. You know, that was me with before I was using tapestry needles. I'd be like, oh, I can't thread my needle because I was using these embroidery needles with small eyes. And then it was like a point of pride to be able to thread my needle. Wow, my camera's going super slow. You know, even though I'm using my phone, it's worked out. For a while. It's been okay.
So what's LNS actually stand for then?
Oh,
I gotta know.
Local Needle Workshop.
But workshop starts with a W.
I mean shop.
There we go. Okay.
Did I say workshop?
Yeah.
Local Needle Workshop. Oh, needlework. Local needlework shop.
Shop.
Local Needle Workshop. You can only get needles there. So the place that I went that one day, that's my local because it's closest to me.
Kind of like that shop that was across the street from that place in Seattle when you were looking in the window.
Yeah. Yeah. We tried to go into one in Seattle, but it was closed, unfortunately.
Probably Sunday or something.
So then, with that in mind, what does OLNS mean?
I'm trying to think what you put before local. Other local.
I went to my OLNS today.
The other one.
Actually, I'm not quite sure if all of the letters are the same. Somebody else suggested this to me. I never use this term. Maybe it does. Maybe drop the local OLNS.
So there is an L word, but it's not local?
Yeah. Excuse me?
Online needlework shop?
You got it. Ding, 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 ding. Because if you check your LNS and you can't find what you need, you go to your online. Some just say ONS. That makes more sense. Okay, what's the next one?
H-A-E-D. I've heard you say Haid, and I don't remember what it means.
I don't know if there's any way you'll get this, so just guess something funny. Something random. Look at how messy my desk is. Haid.
It's actually my mom calling.
Okay,
I
you
should
can go. Yeah, you can go
answer
take it.
Half-assed educational design. That's the best I got. Hello?
Half-ass educational design. That's funny. I hope y'all are enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. This is entertaining to me. Okay. I have a question for the masses. Ugh. So I bought a diamond painting. Do you ever wear a hat and your forehead just gets really itchy for a little while? I bought half-assed educational. Yeah. Design. So I bought a diamond painting of Starry Night. And I really enjoyed it for a long time, but I have not touched it in 2 years. I haven't touched the diamond painting in 2 years. So, yes! So should I just like give it away? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Or should I like, it was one of those cheap ones. So like, this was before I even knew like that there are decent diamond painting companies out there. I thought it was just like, you know, those cross stitch kits that come with all the floss and they're printed and they're on 11 count. Oh, I'm bashing a company, I'm sorry. But it's huge. It's like this big, the diamond painting is. And I got like maybe a third of the way through it. And it's really fun. I really enjoyed it, but I haven't touched it because it requires so much space to lay out. And I feel like if I do, oh, maybe I should keep it. You know why I'm asking is because I don't want to move it. I don't want to put it in a box and have it take up a bunch of space. It does make a bigger difference. Where you get it? The company? How's your mama?
She's doing okay.
Did she need to talk?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully everyone enjoyed my NPR All Things Considered ringtone. It's actually from BoJack Horseman, the character Diane has these different NPR ringtones throughout the show, and yeah, it's a fun one. Okay, so now I need to know what Hade means because I don't remember.
Heaven and Earth Design.
Oh, yeah.
It's a website.
Good thing they didn't name themselves what I said.
Yeah.
Heaven and Earth is a lot more appealing.
It would only like appeal to a very niche group of stitchers.
Kind of subversive.
Somebody said that Darcy's channel is a half-assed educational design.
Nice.
Amazon or all, yeah. DAC kits. Oh, I should look them up. I don't think I'm completely done with diamond painting, but diamonds facing out. Oh, duh. I've been rolling it up, diamonds facing in, and they keep falling off. Oh. I feel like that, in Legally Blonde, that advisor that Elle is sitting with, and she's like, I'm going to Harvard. And she's like, you need a 173 on your LSATs. Harvard isn't going to want fashion merchandising. That's what I feel like. I'm Elle Woods, and current me is that advisor. Come on, Kaylee. We made it through the acronyms. If we missed any, please let us know in the chat, because that didn't seem like very many, although we have been going for 30 minutes.
Ashley says bingo.
Bingo.
That's not a cross stitch term.
No. No, it's not. 7 watching. Okay. We are on to terms. Terms and conditions. What do you think frog means?
Well, it makes me think of actually like a violin bow, and part of it's the frog. So, oh boy, I don't know what it would be in cross stitch.
You're way off.
You're supposed to, it's like, you know, you have to have your fingers positioned right, kind of like when you grab a bow, you have to like do it a certain way, and then you have to grab your needle exactly the right way so you have proper form. Gotta hold it on the frog, you gotta put your thumb up on the frog. I don't know. That's what I think of.
It's not that. That's a decent guess, I guess. I guess that's a decent guess.
Is this a frog?
No, this is not a frog. This is a thread holder. I don't know what the technical term for this thing is. We have some variegation in this, so I'm going to pull 2 strands out. Feel this floss.
Nice.
It's silk. It's from Almond M&M's. That's not her real name, it's Ymir. What is this music? Do you want to know what frog means now?
Sure.
Frog means when you make a mistake and you have to pull out the stitches that you just did. You have to frog the stitches. And this is what people say, which... Okay, I'm gonna reveal how much of a meanie pants I am. I roll my eyes every time somebody does this. Somebody says this. You frog it because you have to rip it, rip it, rip it.
Yeah.
I think that's so dumb.
It's just a very silly joke.
Okay. Which, I don't know why I think it's so dumb.
It sounds like, I don't know.
You have to rip it, rip it, rip it. Has anyone else heard anything else about frogging? I mean, it's very clever. It's just one of those things where I'm like, rip it. Like how I react to your jokes.
Yeah.
Am I being nice?
Mm-hmm.
Mean to you?
No.
Okay. I'm joking, I think. I'm joking. Overanalyzation. Overthinking your... Yes! Overthinking your actions. Or like Darcy. Darcy backpedals. Do you see another one on here that is a little, like, what is, I mean, never mind, we'll get there. Oh. Same in the art. How does this feel?
Yeah.
I'm feeling very weird right now. Okay, ORT. What is ORT? Oh, I guess this is an acronym.
I think this came up last time I was on a live stream.
Oh.
And I said that it's this cloud of debris that's between Neptune and Pluto and the dwarf planets and stuff. It's the Oort cloud. Oh. But it has 2 O's. The Oort cloud has 2 O's.
Oh.
And I don't remember what this Oort is.
It's actually an acronym. Yes, Jacob's song was amazing. Baby, you're a stitch man. Ort is old ratty thread.
Oh, okay.
Or raggedy? The chat is loading slow. Maybe it is. Here, watch. Type a bunch of stuff in the chat, and we'll see which one goes slower. A bunch of stuff. Could be my internet.
Our internet's usually pretty reliable.
Yeah, it is.
Most of the time.
But Ashley's been in it live before, so maybe she's noticing that it's different. Yes, I listened to his album on Spotify. It was very good. Very thoughtful. Yeah. They appeared at the same time, right?
I actually don't know. I was just looking at the one right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is about the same.
So what we're looking at, and actually it's happening at the same time as this. Which means, oh, you know what? That means that we're seeing the chats at the same time that they're seeing the chats, but the stream is like 7 seconds behind or ahead of the chat. I see. Let me see if I open the stream in my YouTube studio. I don't know if that'll do anything. Oh, that one's faster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty big delay.
Yeah, that's a really big delay. Whoops. Okay, we'll watch that chat. Okay, there we go. Okay, 2/2.
Is that where you do like 2 diagonals and then you X them?
Oh, like you make 2 diagonals and then you cross them off?
Yeah.
I mean, that... Oh, wait. What happened? Oh, I'm watching the wrong one. Here, let's close that one. Yeah, mine says top chat, but I can't fix it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to Google that and see how I can fix that.
Some of these become self-explanatory, like Ort Catcher, Ort Jar.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Ort. What is an Ort Catcher?
Well...
If I put a bunch of... Well, of course, if I put a bunch of things on the screen, you'll know which one it is.
I mean, I guess, like... I would just think it's a place where you put old ratty threads.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like this thing.
Yeah.
This is my Ort Catcher. It also doubles as a...
Needle minder?
Yeah. What's a needle minder?
It's a magnetic thing where you keep your needles so that they don't end up on the floor.
Are you thankful for needle minders?
Yeah. Yeah, those I'm very familiar with because I know you bought a few of them and you show me them.
I think our partners are more thankful for needle minders than we are.
Or like if one were on the couch and you sat down on a needle.
Yeah.
That'd be very good.
Darcy just told a funny story about that in his floss tube. He had a very fuzzy chair, and he would always put his needles in the arm of the chair. And then he started sleeping, and he got a needle in his butt.
Oh, yeah, Jennifer says it keeps
and
safe
pets.
from pets.
Yep. I have been very extra careful because of the kitty cats. Okay, we're gonna try something here.
I just had Dostoevsky pop into my head because of needles and pets.
Oh. Is there a scene in a book?
Yeah, but spoiler alert, the pet turns out okay.
Okay, good. Thank you for that spoiler.
Yeah, everything's okay, but it's like, oh, it's kind of a bad image.
I'll have to premiere my work, my song here. And you'll get a special preview. What's that?
I don't know why I've been thinking about Dostoevsky lately. It's been coming into my head more lately.
Because it makes you think.
I don't know. I guess it's been almost exactly a year since I probably finished that Brothers Karamazov. Karamazov. I don't know how you're supposed to say it in English or in Russian. I used to say Karamazov because I didn't talk about it with anyone except Isaac, who was also in high school. Karamazov. Except the edition I read, wow, this is not related to Cross Stitch, it was the Karamazov brothers, because the translator insisted that it's not practical to put it in the grammatical order of having brothers first, because we don't say, like, the brothers Parker when we're talking about Monopoly games. We say the Parker brothers. So he's like, there's no reason to keep the Russian syntax. That has nothing to do with the subject at hand.
I see.
If you ever want to read the Brothers Karamazov, I recommend the translation by Ignat Abzi. You'll have to probably pay for it, but it's a really good translation. It's really easy to read. Same with The Idiot.
I'm going to move this a little bit. I need more space. More space. Okay, what is a Q-snap? Excuse me?
It makes me think of like a little coin purse type thing that you keep cross-stitch items in.
That's a good guess.
Because the coin purse is snap shut. It's really
Q-snap.
nice. It's very satisfying.
It has just as much meaning, the Q has just about as much meaning as a coin purse being called a Q-snap as the actual cross-stitch thing. A Q-snap is this thing. The thing that I snap my project in.
Oh, that's a Q-snap.
That's a Q-snap.
Hey.
So it holds your project tight.
Yeah.
Well, this is not very tight. Grime guard.
Ew.
That's not on there.
Well, it's probably this fabric thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, if you touch something a lot, it gets really gross. That's a fact.
This is the Darcy live stream because he just talked in his video about his cross stitch project being really gross because he just finished it after 9 years.
Oh. Yeah. That would be. It's kind of like when you're detailing a car that hasn't been cleaned in a while and you clean the steering wheel and it's horrible.
There are oils in our hands, no matter how much we don't want to believe it.
We're trying to sell one of our cars, and I have to have a steering wheel cover on it because the material is so degraded that, like, if you use the naked steering wheel, it just, like...
It's really gross.
You get particles of steering wheel material on your hands.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got another call on that, by the way.
You look good. Like, since you
Yeah.
told me the last one?
Yeah. I don't know how serious these people are. But what's nice is it's not online, so I know that they're not like weird scams.
Yeah, we're trying to sell our car with just like a
Sign.
sign. The chat is quiet today. I bet there's a lurker in here. I think I know who might be a lurker in here. Just kidding. What's next? Threader. Oh.
I kind of already know what this is from
just showed you.
from context. It helps you thread your needles.
Yeah. Would you guess that it looks like this?
No, but it makes sense.
Like this little part?
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like. I just got these.
Whose the face is that?
Your mom?
Looks like Hermes / Mercury. Maybe not though. Bohin.
Anybody know whose face this is?
Like, it reminds me of the Mercury on the Mercury dimes from back in the early 20th century.
Whose face is that?
Here, I'll show a picture. Well, but he's got wings.
Oh, yeah, this
on
person
his-
doesn't have wings.
This is a Mercury dime. This is what it made me think of, but...
Good, you're stitching. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Maybe it's the god of needlework.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Bowen?
It definitely gives me either Greek or Roman vibes. I'm not sure which.
We had one of these, my mom had one of these, and I, thought it was really cool. And then when it broke, I was really sad, but I didn't realize that you could buy them again. They're not very expensive. Oh, here's another one. This one has a flower on it. This one's kind of cute. I think this came in the kit. No. I have different ones. I have a lot of needle threaders. I have way too many needle threaders for someone who doesn't use them. What's this?
That's a thimble. I know what a thimble is. I've played Monopoly.
This came in a set of like a thimble, a needle holder. Oh, Google says because it's a Victorian era device that it's a Queen Victoria. Huh.
Nice.
Interesting. What about this?
I don't know.
I think it's
kind of like a thimble, but
yeah, I think it is. Anybody used one of these? I got this when I started stitching. Oh, another site says Ariadne.
I've met someone with that name.
Really?
Yeah.
Ariadne? Mm-hmm. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Ariadne.
I think I bought this because I was stitching with my right hand, and I was like poking myself in a bad place. So I was like, I wonder if I just get a thimble, a ring thimble. Who does this sound like, Dylan? Sonatina number 2 in F major.
Laying tool.
You gave it away, Jennifer. I was gonna ask you what you think this is.
Whoa. Scary.
It is. It's a pretty stabby one.
Don't try to bring that on a plane.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah. This is a really nice one, y'all. This is very, very pointy. This is a laying tool, so that if you want to like make your stitches neater, you like.
Jennifer's apologizing.
No worries, no worries. You like, I don't think it. I mean, it does something, but I don't know. Unless you like really care about what your stitches look like, it's a lot of work. Boy, I am doing about I'm doing about 1% stitching today, and like 99% talking. I guess I'm not really in the mood to stitch right now. I didn't stitch yesterday.
I was just looking at the name Ariadne. It's apparently Roman equivalent to Ariana.
Oh!
You know someone named Ariana.
Yeah. Okay, I actually don't know what this is for. So if Dylan, you know what this is for, tell me. Is this for...
It looks like for if you don't have very steady hands and you need something that you can actually thread, and it's got a nice big hole so you can get...
Then you're supposed to use this as your needle?
Yeah. You just have to have cross-stitch fabric with enormous holes. It's like Swiss cheese.
There are, like, huge...
See, there's an acronym for you. SCCS, Swiss cheese cross-stitch.
My face is red. Swiss cheese cross stitch. More talky, less stitchy. Totally. Jennifer, do you know what this is? Is this a knitting tool? To like sew in your ends? I actually don't know what this is. It came in that kit with like the scissors and the thimble.
Sounds good to me.
Good. Cheese puns. Yeah, I don't really know what this is. I have it though. Whoop. And what's this?
Is this a Frogger?
Oh, good job. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to make frogging easier. Focus!
Is it called a Frogger?
Yeah? Stitch Ripper? Oh, a lang to a less stabby.
Yeah.
True. A rug hook. Hey! I have a stitching tweezers and I forgot about it. For cat hair. Where you at, Vanessa?
I use this ointment for my lips.
With
It's kinda weird.
sticks.
I don't use a stick. I use this ointment.
Here, look, it's my cow needle minder.
Yeah. Is
I
that
haven't
like
used
your
this in a
first
long
one?
time. Yeah, this is my first needle minder. It's a little cow. That's gonna go well on my barnyard project when I actually start it. And then my King of Spades. I have a Queen of Hearts too. Okay. Oh, and one more.
Does that just like hold needles in it?
Yeah. Look at this really cool one. I've
like
had this
a-
forever.
It's like a needle sarcophagus.
Oh, yeah. This is from Hobby Lobby. I should just throw it out. It's kind of like a running joke on my channel. That we don't shop at Hobby Lobby here. Because I like...
That's my fault too.
No, I said it in passing in a video.
Yeah.
I was like, don't shop at Hobby Lobby for reasons. And somebody was like, thank you for not shopping at Hobby Lobby. Okay, we'll probably stop talking about it so I don't offend anyone.
I know I want to talk about sketchy artifacts in the United Arab Emirates and buying them regardless of where they came from. Well, anyway.
If you had any doubts, no, you don't have to doubt.
Jennifer, they are kind of the worst. Oh man.
I recommended that podcast to someone and they were like, "Oh, this is amazing."
It's a good podcast.
Yeah.
I had my
If you're wondering, please send me a message on Instagram and I'll tell you exactly what podcast. I don't think I want to broadcast it publicly.
I had my Machedison shirt on yesterday, so
Yeah.
very related. No Hobby Lobby's up here.
Dab.
Speaking of stores going extinct or not existing, I used to work at Sears like quite a bit through my early mid 20s, and I worked a little bit at one here in Southern California that's nearby, and went back there and hadn't been there in like a year and a half, like since before COVID, and almost everything's gone. I worked in the tools department, and we had like a whole section of probably 8 aisles of hand tools, like even when I worked there, and that was less than they used to have. And there's now 1 aisle of hand tools. It's like one. That's it. And then the rest of the hand tool section is stacks of tires. Just like 4 tires stacked, and like probably like 12 towers of just tires, because there's nothing else to take up the space, and it just looks really empty. They got rid of like everything. There's like 2 pieces of workout equipment. There used to be like, I don't know, 15 treadmills and about 8 ellipticals, and that's less than there used to be. I mean, that was already reduced, and now there's nothing. Oh yeah, Ashley says no Sears in Canada. Yep, Craftsman got bought out. They sold the brand. I remember Sears Canada was already dying out like 10 years ago, but people would... I worked in one in North Dakota that was close to the border, and people would bring their Sears Canada credit cards and then be disappointed that they didn't get the same deals, because it's technically not the same company. It's owned by Eddie Lampert in the United States and by a better businessman in Canada, or maybe worse, because they went... Well, at least they went out on top instead of dragging out their life in misery. But it's complete, and actually Sears is thriving in Mexico for anyone who's interested.
What?
Yeah, it's a big... If you look up Sears Mexico and you look up like images, it's a really nice looking store, but it's not the same company. I think US Sears owns like 1% of it or something. But it's very nice there. So anyway,
I think I might need to refresh my stream key. Like, that one popped up on there before it popped up over there. That's weird. Well, I got like 10 stitches done while you were chatting.
Good. Everybody loves to hear about the status of Sears. It's very interesting.
And totally, you know, in the vein of what I talk about on this channel. Well, you know, we are giving the people a break. I've been talking about how sad I am for...
Oh, sad.
I don't mean to say that in like a... Oh, sad. Like, I needed to go through those emotions, and thank you for letting me do that. But, you know, just pep it up a little bit here.
With dying retail chains.
Yeah. and why we don't shop at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Affordable workwear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. They had some good deals. They did.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
For real though, the clothing could be really cheap sometimes.
Yeah. They had some good deals.
Yeah.
I apologize for the lighting in this episode.
Do you know about Mervyn's or Foley's? I have not. I don't know what they are.
I don't either. Did we lose some music? No.
This one's just
still going. It's
Stinson.
Just pretty quiet in our headphones. Okay, it's time. We got some more terms to get to, but I have something to share with you. I got so inspired and also upstaged. So Jacob doing his amazing rendition of Baby You're a Stitch Man, I got a little territorial. And I was like, it's my job to do the covers. Oh, no worries. And so I created a cover today of Darcy Backpedals. Do you want to hear it?
I'm sure they do.
Darcy Backpedals. You want to hear it again?
You should do it without the gobble.
Darcy Backpedals. Kaylee's peeing on trees.
Marking her territory. Asserting dominance.
Asserting dominance. And then I did one without the... Here's that one.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Darcy. Backpedals. I showed it to Dylan and he was like, wow, you're really in tune.
It is.
Thanks. I'm supposed to be. I have a degree in singing. Okay, so going back to peeing on trees. I had a really long conversation in my kindergarten and first grade summer school this summer. We're doing the greatest pet show ever. And I was showing them the cats fighting because the cats, they love to fight with each other. And they also love to go inside the couch when they're fighting. So they like hide from each other inside the couch. And then they were like, oh, did they scratch a hole in the couch? And I had to tell them the story. I had to tell them why our couch was dissected. Or it's not our couch. Why the couch has been dissected. Because the cat used to pee on the couch a whole bunch. Because she was marking her territory. And they were like, why did your cat pee on the couch? Weren't they supposed to go outside? And I was like, well, first of all, cats pee in a litter box. But it's how they mark their territory. And that concept just didn't really click with them, I don't think. But I never thought that I would say the phrase, yeah, they pee on the couch in a class setting. Oops. It feels like it's unprofessional, but it's just saying the facts. Cats pee on stuff to mark their territory.
Yeah, especially if they're not
kids,
spayed or neutered.
Yeah, and kids won't know, a cat urinates. I don't think they know what that word is. So I don't know, sometimes you just gotta tell it how it is for the kids. In language that they understand. Thank you for your praise. I was very proud of that little jingle. If you need a jingle for your channel and you're going to start your channel, let me know. Or if you need a jingle for your channel that you've already started, I'll start commissioning. Commission me. And of course I'm kidding. I did it for fun because I was some kid would say it, yeah. I definitely had a kid ask me if I farted in class. Oh, and I also had them ask if I said the F word. They were like, Mrs. Parker, did you just say the F word? I was like, no.
I've always been surprised that I've managed to, when I've been teaching at various times, I've managed to not swear. There's part of me that when I started teaching, I was afraid I was going to accidentally swear, and then it never happened. So, yeah. It's easier than you think it would be, I guess, to not swear.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a switch.
Kind of I guess I don't swear in job interviews either, so it's the same sort of thing. You know? Yeah.
Kids, that's so true. I need to go back to sharing my teacher stories because they make me laugh. And every time they pop up, I usually that's what my Facebook feed is. It's funny stories from teaching, which I guess that's probably a good thing to have on your Facebook feed. But I should go back and... Play-Doh meets Dora? What a great song. I just stopped in the middle of my sentence. What was I saying? Should we go back to our terms?
Yeah, I guess
we're almost there. Yeah, we
make dinner or something.
We have to have dinner. It's Friday night. What's a bobbin?
It's a thing that I always hear about a lot with weaving or stitching or working with fabrics and threads, and I don't actually know what it is.
I love how generally you made that so that I was like, it's one of those. If I showed you all these things, could you pick out a bobbin?
Oh, wait a minute. Is it what the floss is wrapped around?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's a bobbin.
Because usually they're more cylindrical for other
Yes.
things. Yeah.
Yes.
These are like very minimalist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what a bobbin is.
Bobbin. What is this?
Because like if you put it on a sewing machine, they've got the cylindrical thing going on. Yeah.
What is this?
A skein.
Oh, look at that. He knew what a skein is.
Oh, skein.
But this is actually has a technical term. It's not skein, it's floss nugget. These are Ymir's. And they look like little mini yarn thingers.
And now I know like the term cord. I didn't know cord related to fabric before.
It's related to fabric?
Isn't it like a cord of fabric or something? Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. See, I feel like I don't know very many terms. A lot of this was like people were like, this is what this is. Okay, Aida.
Well,
Aida.
Aida is an opera by Giuseppe Verdi, and it's about an Egyptian queen or something. And there's a big triumphant march, and it goes da 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 da. Wait a minute, no. Do I have this wrong? Oh no, that's Procession of the Nobles by Rimsky-Korsakov. I sang the wrong thing. The Triumphant March from Aida, I'd know it if I heard it. We did it for commencement all the time. Anyway, so what is it when it's not opera?
Aida. It's this. It's a type of fabric.
Oh.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm
please.
probably wrong. But Aida is when there are 4 strands in the weave. So like there are 4 strands of string, and that creates the block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it's like a 4x4 thing weaved in together. Because there's different names. Like hardanger is 2. Like 2 threads woven over 2. What's linen?
Isn't that a fabric woven of flax fibers? It's common in sheets and things like that.
Yeah.
Bed sheets.
Yeah, people stitch on it.
Tablecloths.
Like this is linen. And oftentimes linen has different sizes of threads. So if you can see, if I can demonstrate, like here's a really thin thread, and then right next to it might be a thicker thread. Like this thing right here. Like that's a very thick thing of linen. It's just kind of like pooping out there. I think my mind is really tired. So I resort to farting noises. But yeah, linen, like oftentimes it's not like a super even stitch, so like the stitches don't appear as straight as if you're stitching on Aida. Or even weave. Even weave means they're the same. The threads are the same size. Yeah, so those ones are bigger. Linen! Okay. I'm getting there. We're getting there.
I know what that is.
11 count?
Where it's depending like how many holes there are per like square inch of a piece of fabric.
Yeah,
Because-
not necessarily square inch, but just by inch.
Yeah, but like you were trying to get your states to be proportional, so we were doing different counts, so that some of them would be really dense, and some of them would be more far apart. Yeah.
Isn't that so nice that you listen to that?
Well, we sat at the table and we were doing math to
Yeah,
figure
we
out
did.
what count each state needed to be so that they would be proportional to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. How could I forget?
Well, because your mind. I would have forgotten that if I had helped you with something like that. I'm sorry. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, backstitch.
Is that where you try to make the back look nice as opposed to like a hot mess or something?
No.
Because I remember you talked about the backs of projects and stuff and whether they look nice or...
Yeah. It turns out it doesn't matter what the back looks like. Not it turns out. It's just like, don't shame somebody for what the back looks like. No, actually backstitching is like kind of the outline. If I wanted to make the... Oh, I'm zoomed in still. If I wanted to make this bunny like really, really defined, I would take one strand and I would outline him, and that would be called backstitch.
Okay.
Speaking of Jeopardy, tell your story.
Oh, yeah. So I did the online test when I was a sophomore in college for the college Jeopardy, and I got invited to a live round. So I flew out from... Well, I drove from North Dakota to Minneapolis and then flew to Nashville, and I did this audition. And no, I don't think anybody got called from my session, but it was interesting. I got to meet Kelly Miyahara from the Clue Crew, and I felt like I did well on the written test, but I did really poorly at where you had to buzz. I was really bad at timing the buzzer. And also, all the categories for, like, the verbal questions were, like, my weak spots. It was, like, poetry and art history, which I know a little more about art history now, but it's still a weak spot for me, so... And I'm better with novels than I am with poetry, so... It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
But
I have a smart husband, y'all.
I know trivia anyway.
We play Jeopardy, and he just smears the floor with me. Or Trivial Pursuit. Like, did I win? I won one time, and it was because you were, like, trying to give yourself the hard categories. So it's like... I just have no chance when Dylan is actually playing strategically on Trivial Pursuit. Because I'm like... I can't compete with your level of knowledge, or your level of, like... sponge brain. Dylan, do you get why people show their backs? Well, that's the comment from when we were talking about the backside of what your
Oh, right.
I feel like, I don't know, like it doesn't matter what the back looks like. It all depends on the type of style you're using, of stitching style. Okay, what do you think floss drops are?
You know, if it's like a black market transaction and you don't want it to be clear like which parties are interacting. You don't want like some investigator to have got a photo with the two of you together, so you got to drop it in a discreet location and then leave the money behind like a gutter or something.
Oh no! You've uncovered the criminal ring of the Cross Stitch community.
It's a floss drop. You gotta have your burner cell phone to make the deal. Don't make it on your regular cell phone.
Ow!
Sometimes people use the Onion browser, Tor, deep web. I don't know.
No!
Okay, what's a floss drop?
This thing!
She says, what do you think we do here?
Like if you had a piece of cardboard, like a little card, and it could hold just one color of floss. I could cut this thing up and make a bunch of floss drops.
It does look like a raindrop, so that makes sense.
Oh, I don't think that... well, maybe that... Is that why?
It did kind of make me think, too, of, like, you have, like, a mold for making candy, and you put, like, a little piece of floss, and it's kind of like when you have, like, a chocolate-covered cricket, you have candy around the floss.
What would be the use of that?
None. If you love floss so much that you want to eat it, I guess.
What happens on floss drop stays at floss drop. See, this is exactly how I wanted this to go. For this to just like, I was just like a completely random explanation for something that we use. Okay, this also might get a good one. Railroading.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard you use this term. It makes me think of, like, if you're trying to sabotage someone, you know. You sabotage someone's project somehow, I don't know.
They're gonna railroad your project.
Yeah.
Like when you're not looking at a Stitcher's retreat, you like go into their project bag and railroad their project?
Yep.
Like what would that look like?
I don't know.
You stitch railroads in their
maybe
project?
you add like 2 extra stitches really discreetly that are in wrong places. Well, then I guess you only have to tear 2 out. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's something you should do. I don't think you should sabotage other people's projects.
Don't give us any ideas.
We've already got this black market for floss.
Here, let me demonstrate what railroading is. Railroading is a technique that's supposed to make your stitches neater. So if you're using 2 strands of floss, you like separate them with your needle. This is really difficult in this floss because it's soft. So I separate the 2 strands and then I put my needle through that way, and it's supposed to make the stitch lay like with the 2 strands next to each other rather than twisted.
Okay. I looked at the chat while you were finishing.
This is so boring. The real meaning is so boring. And long explanation.
But now I know. Now I know what it means. And now I can look at it and be like, that you railroaded it or something. I don't know. I don't know if you use it
You'd
as a
have to
verb.
watch me be stitching.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, hey, Kaylee, I saw your live and you railroaded. Do you wanna pull the needle through?
No.
Are you sure?
It's scary. It's too much responsibility.
Here, pull this. Pull this. Good job.
I've got 3 more.
Oh, yeah. Snag nabbit. Oh, we lost our music.
I guess you hit a snag and you're frustrated and you don't know where to go next because I don't know. I don't know how you get snagged.
So then what do you do?
I don't know.
You nab it.
How do you do that?
This joke isn't working. A snag nabbit. Snag nabbit is actually a tool. I don't have one, but I should have one. So, like, if there's an end sticking out on the back of your project, and then you like pull the thread through, and then it sticks out of the front, you're like, get out of here. So then it looks like a needle, and it's like coarse. So then you push it through your fabric, and that coarseness pulls the stray end through to the back. And you can also use it to like straighten out your stitches a little bit.
Yeah, Yosemite Sam. That's who I had in my head too.
See? Connections. I don't know who Yosemite Sam is. Who's Yosemite Sam?
He's this Looney Tunes character that he's like got this giant mustache and he has 2 revolvers and he's a cowboy.
Oh, snag nabbit.
He's a dag nabbit.
Oh, this is the wrong hole. Dag nabbit.
If you saw this picture,
Yeah, I know who that is. Oh, I do know who that is.
he's also got giant eyebrows, red eyebrows. Kind of looks more like an animal than a person in a way because he has so much hair. I never noticed that before.
I think I'm using the right pink.
Cross country?
Cross country.
Is that like the official cross stitch organization, or is it a territory autonomously governed by cross stitchers? This is cross country. Cross stitch is mandatory in cross country.
Can you be our leader?
I'll be the.
Hey, this is your nation.
There you go. I'll be the president of cross country or the dictator or
the dictator of
premier.
cross country.
I don't know what my title's gonna be.
What
So it's an Olympic sport.
See, the chat is going a little bit slow. That popped up on this. Okay. It's weird. It's being weird today, I think.
Okay, so what's cross country?
Cross country. Actually, I'm using it. It's a technique of cross stitch where you just go by color. Well, I'm actually using a hybrid. So, like, you take this color and then you stitch all of that color in a section of the pattern. And then you end your thread and then you pick a different color. But I started doing it differently. This is a long explanation that you don't really care.
I'm listening.
It has nothing to do with, like, I don't know if you'll ever get to stitching this much. But then this is, like, this is not cross country because I have all these, like, colors falling out of my project. And this is called diagonal stitching. So I used to do cross country. I think that's how everyone learns stitching because it's like, it's simple. You just take one color, you stitch the stitches of that color, and then you're done with the color. But this means that you don't have to end your thread a whole bunch and cut it off on the back this way. And also for me, y'all have heard this, y'all know this. He's made it this far. You're right. Is that this way I don't have to put my needle up in a hole that already has floss in it. So it actually, for me, it feels faster, but some people, like Darcy, just kidding, Darcy. Darcy uses cross country because it's simpler for him. He just, and other stitchers, like you just do one color at a time and you don't have to worry about mixing up all these colors. It's just a preference. Not one of them is right or wrong. And actually, I think because I do diagonal that I don't have to do as much railroading or use a laying tool because I'm being neat with my needle. Neat needle. See? It's so boring. I'm boring myself. I mean, I'm a nerd and I like it, but... Okay, we have one more, and then we're gonna go eat something. Are we having leftovers?
I can cook.
Or are we gonna...
I need to get rid of those mushrooms. Unless I just cook the mushrooms and then make the dish tomorrow. I can do that.
Because we haven't had our Thai place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and today's the special day.
It is?
I think it's Friday's happy hour.
Y'all, we might get some
I wonder if they
vegetarian Thai food.
I wonder if they have any dining on site yet. Anyway.
Probably not.
Probably
There's
not.
a small
Yeah,
place.
it's very small.
Well, we can go to the park.
Yeah.
We can play Jazzmitten.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or throw a baseball.
Or throw a baseball. Ooh, we could throw a baseball. And my arm could get sore.
Yep.
Okay, we have one more term. And this is from a new floss tuber. And I'm sure you know who he is because Michelle Bendy shouted him out in one of her previous videos. Which I don't think I go a stream without mentioning Michelle. So, hey, Michelle. But this is from Cross Stitch. And he talks about the needle feel.
It's the power, but also the comfort of holding the needle and knowing that it's your time to create something that you're going to enjoy later and enjoy the process of creating.
Wow. That's a much more introspective answer than I think Chris actually means. Do you mind if I post that explanation on my Instagram or share it with him?
Yeah, you can post the floss drops too. Although maybe not, because maybe you don't want that getting out too far. It's probably gone too wide of an audience already anyway.
I'll have to message him. I messaged him because I was like, you're so cool. And yeah, sophisticated. Mr. Sophistication over here. And I was like, you're awesome. And he's like, thank you. He's gotten a lot of followers. I think he just means like that the needle feels good going through the fabric. The needle feels good going in the hole. I'm 12. Alrighty, well, we got about like 40 stitches in, which is okay because we had a great time. I hope you had fun.
Yeah.
This is really fun. It's not the last time you'll appear on the channel, I think.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with another live together sometime. Well, yeah, thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
This has been
Fun to
really
be here.
fun. And thank you for being so kind and laughing along with us. This has been a good stream. I mean, it's kind of like a trend on Stitcher's channels for like people or pets to be more interesting than the person. And maybe it's because it's just something new, but yeah, it's been real good.
Yeah.
Yay! We're gonna go eat some vegetarian Thai food now. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you Sunday morning at 9 a.m. without Dylan. You'll be practicing probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. I think I need to click on this one.